What's good? And shalom, you guys. It's your boy B-Shack again with Incoming Kingdom. So this is basically a continuation from my last video. Go check it out if you haven't. On credible sources, so to speak, that speak of the Negro Diaspora and where we're truly from. Whether do we come from random tribes, throughout Africa, or were we targeted as specific people in the slave trade? And so we talked about Christopher Columbus in the last post and went through some of his own writings and sources that speak about who he believed we were. And now we're going to go through some university sources, some prestigious universities, and maybe some others. Let me know what you think in the comments, and let's get right into it. Okay, our first source, Encyclopedia of Diasporas, Immigrant and Refugee Cultures Around the World. And if you don't know what diaspora means, it's basically just the origin of a people, of a group of people in the nation that they're originally from, all right? Let's get into it. This book was thousands of dollars, so I had to do some internet hacking. As you can see, it's pretty big, and it is from Yale University. 3 authors from Yale University of Human Relations, Melvin, Carroll, Ian. Let's see what Yale University professors have to say about the diaspora of us. Now, if you go to page 9 here, you will see current Afro-Asian communities. Let's zoom in and see what it says. Okay, here we have name and region that they're from. If we scroll down, we'll see Afro-American, Israel, Ethiopian Jews, Israel, Black Hebrews, Israel. Very interesting. They're saying that our diaspora is actually from the land of Israel. Let's continue. Okay, next we have Creole New Orleans, Something in Americanization by Arnold and Joseph. So let's zoom in here. Louisiana State University. 1731, one ship of Judah landed 464 slaves at the mouth of the Mississippi. Interesting. Judah, Africa from Louisiana, 1719 to 1743. Total Hebrews imported, 1749 Black Jews transported in between these years. Louisiana State, what you saying about us? Africana, Encyclopedia of the African and African American Experience, University of Pennsylvania Franklin Library. Another expensive one I had to do a little bit of hacking for. Fredrick Douglass, let's see what he says. And other self-liberated slaves who recounted their experiences confirmed that the spirituals were full of symbolic language. The slaves themselves were God's chosen people. Israel, Moses was a leader and deliverer. Egypt or Babylon represented the South and held the Deep South. Pharaoh was a slave owner. The River Jordan was the Ohio River, or a similar body of water between the North and South. The Red Sea was the Atlantic Ocean. Home, Canaan, Camp Meeting, or Promised Land were Africa. The Free States, Canada, or Liberia. Interesting. I had to bring out good old Harvard University for the last one, you know what I'm saying? Library, harvard.edu. I can send you this link if you request it in the comments. As you can see, Harvard University, map collections, Anoto, if I'm saying that right, 1588. This is a map of Africa. In the center, we have Ivory Terra, which is known as the Congo region today. Zoomed in here, Ivory Terra. Fun fact, ivory or ivrium or abarium is how you say Hebrew in the Hebrew language. If we put this in Google Translate from Latin to English, because that's the language that it's in, we get Land of the Jews. Interesting. Another great video where we learned about what some of these universities, and last video, Christopher Columbus thought about the Negro Diaspora and where we're originally from. So this is information that you agree with or you with. Head on to getgamesgod.com. Support Incoming Kingdom, Shemitic, not Semitic shirts, and other apparel all throughout the site. Appreciate the support. Deuces.